Hello everyone, this is Hodora and welcome back to Chaos Zero Nightmare. Today, well, it's a mission for Smarket, but I also want to do this, right? We're gonna do a character review of Selena because I just got her today and she is really good. I try her out, she is really good. She fit in so many teams as a sub DPS, right? That's why I think she is the most versatile DPS character you can put in your team instead of use hyper carry setup, right? 2 support and 1 DPS. You can just use 1 DPS, 1 support and then put Selena in there, and you can allocate another support that you have either Mika, Lei or Cassius to another team, which is really good. So what is Selena? Selena is a 4-star Ranger Passion unit. Her main gimmick, if you don't know, is extra attack with marking and also apply a passion weakness, which is a weakness for the passion element. And she can also do tenacity damage, which currently in the game there is only 3 units that can do direct tenacity damage. The first one, if you know already, Caribe, her overpower have a shield and 1 tenacity damage to all enemy. The other one, this one kinda hard to get because you need to get Epiphany, but Merlin with Epiphany, she can have 1 tenacity for every attack card she uses with the target. And the third one, of course, is what we talked about earlier, right? Selena have 100, well, this is not a direct, but she gives you a shield and 2 tenacity damage. And one thing about this that I really like is that if you are lucky enough to get Epiphany for this one, right, is increase just really simple buff, right? Increase the shield and increase tenacity damage she does. So instead of 150, you do 230 shield, just cost 1, the cost is the same, and do 3 tenacity damage. This will instantly break, I think, all of the common enemy in every map, in every mode, because tenacity damage is a true damage to the tenacity. It doesn't affect by the element or anything else. So if enemy have 3 bars or lower, this is gonna instant break them, and most enemy only have 3 bar. The boss might have like 6 or 7, and this do like half of those already, right? So she is really good at breaking enemy. And when you break the enemy, you get a refund of AP. So basically this card is free, right? That is really good. Other than that, she apply mark. It starts at a skill, right? 2 mark. Mark is a debuff on the enemy. When you do any kind of attack to the enemy, all of the mark on every enemy, alright, not just the one you target, but on every enemy the mark will proc. I'm not sure if this is intended, but that is what happened right now. For example, if I have mark on 3 enemy, I attack 1 enemy, the mark on all 3 will proc, but it's only proc once per enemy, right? During 100 extra attack without tenacity. And of course, one thing to keep in mind is extra attack. Extra attack will not be benefit from element. So if you want to build a gear for her, element damage will not give her that much damage boost unless you want to focus on her attack skill, right? Which she doesn't have that much, but it's still good. But what's important about this skill is after Epiphany, you have a chance to turn it into upgrade, that means it's gonna be gone from your deck and your deck gonna be smaller and be more consistent. My favorite epiphany for this one is this card, right? At the start of the turn you mark 1 to all enemy. That means every time you do an attack, Selena will attack all enemy at least once, right? If you manage to get a good memory, maybe the copy of this and proc 2 of them, it's gonna be twice. We will talk about memory later. Okay, next is this card, target spotted. As a baseline, it's just 150% damage, but it have attack. I don't see this tag that much, but response mean this card will have another effect when you draw them. In this case, Selena will mark 1 random enemies. And with Epiphany, I have to say Epiphany for this card feel kinda weak. If you want to turn her into like a full support, right, you can pick this card, which is turn attack into shield and mark 2 for all enemy. This will turn her into full support. After that, there is a 1 target with 1 mark. Well, 2 mark on 1 target. If target already have mark, you get another 2. Not that good. This reduce damage, but every time you draw the card, it do a damage to random enemy. And the worst one is not the shield and the draw. The worst one is this one on Lavage. 200% coordinate attack. Coordinate attack is also normal attack. And on Lavage is by breaking enemy, right? Outside of Selena herself, I don't think many people gonna break the enemy that much. And I feel like even though it's upgrade and it's good that it's gonna be removed from the deck, I prefer either have a shield with mark all enemy or just a bare bone damage with a random mark. Because respawn doesn't mean you need to use the card, right? It's proc instantly when you draw them. So it's basically free mark. This is the best one. You don't want to have Epiphany on this one in my opinion. If you can, well, either one of these, I guess. Either use them to get a mark or turn it into full support and keep a mark on every enemy. And next skill is Dawn Bombing. This is really useful because it's an AoE attack. It's gonna help clear the enemy quite well, and it also apply 1 passion weakness. Even if your team doesn't have passion unit except Selena, this passion weakness gonna make Selena break enemy easier, right? And if you have Epiphany for this, my favorite one, is either, well, my current favorite one is to apply 2 passion weakness instead of just 1, because everything else does is not that good. Unless you really want to remove all her cards, you can use upgrade and turn it into this one, right? When using passion attack, 50% coordinate attack to the target. So this is gonna go well with any unit that is passion, right? Orphan, Marine. This is gonna be good for them, but I don't play those, so I'm not gonna use this. And right now I use this one. I will show my memory after this. So this skill not that good for Epiphany, but if you get Epiphany, just choose whatever feel right. Next one is tactical maneuver. This one, I talked about this earlier, right? This is like the most important card for Selena, for me at least, because it gives shield and tenacity damage. And as if you know me, I play counter team. Counter team needs shield, and be able to break enemy and get more AP is really good. So yeah, this is a really nice card for me. And lastly, Sniper Domain. Nothing much, just increase your mark damage by 40%. So instead of 100 extra attack, right, it's gonna be 140%. It's gonna be additive to the mark. And yeah, that is all for the card of Selena. Oh, lastly, her ego skill. Nothing much, 300% damage, 3 mark. That's all, really simple, right? And you might think I say that there are not a lot of good epiphany on her, but that is a good thing. If you have a chance or a choice to make between giving your main DPS epiphany or give Selena epiphany, you don't have to choose that much, right? Go to the main DPS. Selena don't need that much epiphany to be good, right? For me, I only need one for high power scope, turn it into upgrade, and one for technical maneuver to turn it into 3 tenacity damage. And now that Selena gonna be amazing just for me, right? Next is potential. Nothing much except this one. This one gonna turn her basic attack, right, from just normal basic attack into piercing damage. Piercing damage is a direct damage that ignores the shield, so it's gonna be nice to deal a little bit of direct damage if the enemy have a lot of shielding. Other than that, well, most of these are just fine. Crit chance, crit damage of course is important, but other than that, she doesn't need that much investment, if I have to say, right? This one give you basic card, right? Engage fire is her basic attack, more damage. If you have 50% or more extra damage in your stat, get plus more 5, so plus 10. If you really want to make her as a main DPS, right, you can max this one. Max this one gonna be 20. Go for this, you're gonna be another 10, so it's gonna be 30, right? 30 and 130% as a baseline of piercing damage. That means she gonna shred enemy that have a lot of shield but low HP really well. Other than that, nothing much. Don't have to invest, and she gonna perform still. And lastly is her manifest ego, which is her dupe, right? The first one is kinda, again, questionable, right? It's give her sniper domain card initiation, which is not a correct keyword. It actually give it outbreak of war, which gonna make her draw this away, right? Unless she already have that. Yeah, she doesn't have that. So if you have first up, sniper domain gonna be draw on the first hand always, so her mark gonna scale pretty well. And if you, sadly it's unique, so you cannot get 2 copies of this, but that's fine. On dub number 2, another mark damage increased by 20%, so instead of 140 for sniper domain, it's gonna be 160%. On the third one, normal level upgrade, nothing much. On the fourth, final shot damage increased by 50% and mark increased by 1. If you wonder what is final shot is her ego skill, right? So it gonna turn into 350 and apply 4 mark. On the fifth one is another level. And lastly, whenever Selena mark trigger, there is 30% chance to do and 100 extra % damage. So she gonna double staff on 30% chance. Well, 30% chance is quite high. So 1 in 3 mark proc, and if you're lucky, it might proc on all of them. And that is all for the egos, for the doof, the manifest ego, right? Anything else talk about her? Well, there is one last thing, which is memory. Actually, there are 2 more: memory and save file. For save file, I talked about Epiphany already, right? What I aim for: high power scope upgrade and tactical maneuver upgrade. Everything else is a bonus. But one thing that she really wants is second method, with increase extra attack damage by another 30%. This is additive. So if you have right now, my Selena, if proc sniper damage is gonna be 140, which is gonna be 170. So that is quite nice, and I think this is the best option for her in terms of the weapon, armor, whatever you can find. The same with the accessory, but right now this one another plus 15% damage to everything. So this is just universally good and quite cheap accessory to get for her. If you can find another gold or purple that have higher percent or look more fun to use, feel free to use that. Only important is second method and the Epiphany I talked about earlier, right? And lastly, memory fragment or her gear. Sadly, there is no equipment set that increase extra attack damage right now. So her best option is to use 3 sets in total: a set for crit damage, a set for attack, and a set for defense. It's gonna be 2 pieces, so it can be 2 pieces, 3 sets, so that all 6 pieces together, right? Why defense? Well, she applies some defense, so this is nice. If you don't want to use defense, you can go for the basic attack, increase damage for her piercing damage. That also works, right? And the first 3 on the left side is lock stat, but on the right side you have a choice, right? For the first one, the one on the top, you want crit chance. You want crit chance as the main stat. The second one, you want attack percent, even though passion work fine if you use her as the main DPS with the basic skill and her attack skill. But as you know, extra attack doesn't benefit from elements, so just go for the pure attack percent and stack all attack. Gonna be a better result for marking focus Selena, and that is what I'm gonna play. So I'm gonna try to get attack percent. And on the third one, on the last one, also nothing much here, so we're gonna take attack percent. And for the substat, if you can, right, there is 4 substat that you want to have: attack percent, crit chance, crit damage, and extra attack damage. If you can, right, if you get all 4 of these in the item, that item is top tier for Selena. But yeah, just try to get 2 or 3 out of that. If you want, or if you don't want to grind, it's fine. Just try to focus on attack percent and extra damage. Right, extra damage this one, because as you remember, her potential requires you to have 15 extra damage on 30 extra damage. Let me check again. Yeah, okay. Effect by crit chance. I need to check if mark effect by crit chance or not. That means investing in crit chance is also good for Selena. And yeah, that is all about Selena. is under 20 minutes. That is quite nice. I hope you have fun playing video game. Good luck with your gacha and see you again next time. That's all for me today. For now, bye bye.